3:30 and 7. Get your tickets at 734-453-8400 extension 396. Make sure you say hello to Carl, to Erica, and to Spencer. And a great look at the NTDP U18s or Team USA as they get ready to start this game at USA Hockey Arena. U17s, by the way, playing in the World U17 Hockey Challenge. They've run the table in Canada. They've won 4 straight games by a combined score of 25-9. They are playing later on tonight in Western Canada against Canada Black. That game won't start until we're out of here, but we'll keep you up to date about the NTDP U17s as this tournament unfolds. See the two teams lining up on the blue lines. There's no national anthem before the game in international competition. They play the national anthem of the winning team after the game. And so we're waiting for that ceremony to get started. We have, by my count, close to 30 NHL teams here tonight. And most of these players are up for the upcoming 2023 NHL draft. So the scouts love seeing all these players in one setting over 5 days. You see the appointed captains meeting with the officials. U18s really don't have a captain. They've got several players that wear A's. So Zach Scholes saying hello to Jakob Stansel. Again, the national anthem played for the winning team after the game. And that is customary of IIHF rules. Team USA in the classic whites will go right to left in the first period. A line to watch, the line of Will Smith, Gabe Perreault, and Ryan Leonard. They've been excellent all year long for Dan Muse. So it'll be Smith with Perreault and Leonard. Another line, Oliver Moore with Danny Nelson and Will Vogt. You see the Czechia team huddle around Adam Dybul, their goaltender. Wears number 2, not a traditional goaltender's number, but so be it. Dybul, for his team in Czechia, has played in 14 games, a 1.92 goals against average, and a 946 save percentage. Trey Augustine has played in 8 games, 2.53 goals against average, a 921 save percentage. His record is outstanding, 7-0-1. So we will see what happens in this one. Perhaps the leading scorer for Czechia. We'll get to that as we get a chance. A great center ice shot produced by Torrey Taylor. Will Smith and no relation, Samuel Fiala. And here we go in the first period, Czechia and Team USA. USA starting the game on defense with Paul Fisher and Drew Fortescue. Against Smith with Leonard and Perreault up front. Puck shot into the USA end by Jakob Stansel. Brought back a stretch pass for Perreault, did not connect. USA right off the hop, 20 seconds in, called on the icing. Bring it back into USA territory. Good look at Drew Fortescue. Young man from Pearl River, New York. He is committed to Boston College. Drop it to the right of Trey Augustine. You watch Augustine, you'll see the body language very, very quiet most of the time. USA on it at center. Chasing it, Leonard. Ran into his man in the face-off circle, Dominic Badinka. 2 Badinkas for Czechia. They are brothers. Dominic Badinka, number 27, and Daniel Badinka, number 26. Fisher shot top the left circle, stopped by Adam Dybul. He'll hold it and get a face-off. Good look at Dybul. In the latest Central Scouting rankings, he's considered a C-ranked prospect. Almost all of the U18s, all of Team USA is ranked in one way or another by Central Scouting. USA with Oliver Moore, Danny Nelson, and Will Vogt up front. Moore won the draw, going for skate. Aaron Manetian takes it left corner in Czechia territory. Taken away but held in at the right point along the boards by Zach Scholes. Again, Scholes without a T. Zach Scholes. Oliver Moore working hard with Nelson beyond the goal line. Nelson a good job out of the right corner in a scoreless game. Big battle out in front. Nelson a shot, save made, and they jam away at the loose puck in the blue ice. Vogt was given a hard time by Marek Rosak. And they were battling out in front. Moore tips it on goal outside the blue ice. And Diebold challenged right away. Here's a shot that hit the goalpost. The shot by Scholes rang off the pipe. Maybe Diebold got a slight piece of that. So right off the hop, Team USA in good shape. This is going to go back to the point. A lot of traffic out in front of the goal. Diebold got a piece of it. It pinged off the post. Diebold was able to hold on. Drop it to the right. Adam Diebold. Weirmeyer, nice face-off win offensively for USA. Brady Cleveland left point, hard around the boards. Zia Bulliam goes to a pinch right corner, deep in Czechia territory. No score. Weirmeyer to the goal line. Cleveland moving in, put it back behind the net. Carter Slaggert taking it off Kubicek. Held in right point, Zia Bulliam. Right wing, man working out in front. That was Guzzo trying to find Carter Slaggert, failed to click. Slaggert finding Brady Cleveland on the pinch. Bulliam back in the high slot. Right side, moving in Guzzo. Shot hit traffic, didn't get through. Czechia in their own end for much of this first 2:20. Bringing it back, Slaggert. Just missed Alex Weirmeyer with the pass. And both teams look to change in a scoreless game. 2:30 into the period. Pass failed to click, but Czechia over the line. A shot left wing by Peter Pavelik did not get through. Puck to the hash marks, cleaned up by USA and Kai Jambaria. Ryan Fine on it, gains the center ice area, playing it around the boards in Czechia territory. Serrato there against his man. Brnovic trying to dig it free. Play it back left point, Paul Fisher. Right point, Jambaria. Right wing, to high slot, Serrato a shot. Blocked, did not get through. Czechia brings it back in a scoreless game. And on a change, Pavelik hard around the boards in the USA end. Fisher beat his man to the puck, and Serrato takes a look, plays it back deep into his own zone for Kai Jambaria. He'll go to defense partner Fisher, plays catch with Jambaria. To center, Perro. Knocked off the puck, Brnovic. Czechia for the first time deep in the USA end in a scoreless game. On the pinch, moving in, Rosak took the shot, not sure it got all the way through. Rosak gives chase in the left corner, taken away by Brnovic. He's been on the ice quite some time. Perro, good job to force it out center ice, almost to pick the pocket of Stansel. Stansel in deep, got the backhand shot, and sliding to his left, making the stop, Trey Augustine. Will hold it and get a face-off. They did not credit Czechia with a shot on goal there, but Augustine made the stop. 3:51 into the period, no score. USA with Smith, Perro, and Leonard up front. This line has been dangerous all season long for Dan Muse. Vanna and Smith on the draw to the left of Trey Augustine. No score. Smith won the draw. Fortescue behind his own net. Manetian up the right side. Leonard chopping it ahead. Smith over the line for Gabe Perro. Dropping it for Smith, right circle. He'll take it wide and behind the net. Smith to the left side. Lets it settle down in a scoreless game. Right wing, quick pass for Leonard. Did not quite connect. Leonard finding Fortescue at the right point. Cross ice pass taken away by Czechia. Zabi, left wing and over the line, too well tied up on the back check, Manetian. The puck out center ice in a scoreless game. Bring it over the line, a shot, Holinka. Moving up on the play, Matthias Adamek. Puck taken away in turn, and Fortescue recovers for USA. Leonard up the middle, quick pass, Perro. With Smith over the line, back to Perro. Took the backhand shot, and Adam Dybel makes the stop. He'll hold it and get a face-off. Speed and transition, the calling card for this line. And you saw a perfect example there. Take another look, maybe? Maybe not. Here it is. It's the end of the play. Smith finding Perro. And he jammed it in on goal. Dybel sliding to his left to make the stop. USA out more. Vogt. And Danny Nelson. And I know it's election day in the United States, but I don't know if we'll have any tricky lines for Will Vogt. We'll leave that for other people. Pretty good player, Will Vogt, though. And yes, I did vote this morning. On it, Scholes works over the Czechia line, put it back behind the net. Dybel playing it around the high glass, kept in right point by Zia Bulliam. Czechia regroups in a scoreless game. And the puck rolling on edge back into USA territory. Back to get it, Zia Bulliam. Stretch pass ahead, Danny Nelson. Nelson dropping it for Oliver Moore. Moore along the left boards in the Czechian end. Scholes can't hold it. Fiala intercepted at the USA line. Good play, Bulliam. Brought back over the line. That's an offside by Czechia. 5:41 into the period, no score. Shovelers coming out. And we'll get into our sponsor mentions. We thank the following sponsors. Active Insurance Agency with Rob Kroll. We thank ASI Paving. Beyond Borders Latin Street Foods. BioSteel Sports, Hydration and Nutrition. Brick Soda, made in Michigan. We thank Buffalo Wild Wings. CJ's Brewing Company. College Nannies and Tutors. Pete Krepsky's my name. I know we have a host of people watching tonight. Some college hockey coaches. We say hello to Adam Nightingale, head coach of the Michigan State Spartans. We have to give equal time to Brandon Naranjo, the head coach of the University of Michigan Wolverines. Both Coach Nightingale and Coach Naranjo have spent a lot of time in this building. Hello to both of you. And to all the college hockey evaluators. No score in this one. Janvaria gaining center with it, dumps it in on the second hop. Dybel makes the stop. Cleveland and Janvaria work on the USA defense. Up front, it is Guzzo. Now Cleveland at the left point, a shot right on goal, and Dybel, the hardest work to the two goaltenders, makes the stop. Slaggered out with Guzzo, and Alex Weirmere up front. Now they'll be changed. Dan Muse wanting to keep the pace up. Fine with Hendrickson and Bernovic up front now for Team USA. Face it off to the right of Dybel. No score. Czechia wins the draw with Matthias Adamek. And the puck back to the USA line for Kai Janvaria. Helping out, Hendrickson finds Cleveland. Left wing at center, Ryan Fine. Bernovic picked off on the play by Rene Kubasek. Kubasek had his pocket picked. USA stays on it. Bernovic knocked down. And here comes Czechia. Right winging over the line. Centering freed by Zabi. Trying to find Vana. But Janvaria took that away and plays it back into Czechia territory. Dominik Badinka gave it right to Beckett Hendrickson. Fine overskated at the Czechia line. Bringing it back, Halinka. Left wing, trying to go backhand, being watched by Janvaria. Halinka put it to the hash marks, trying to seam pass across. Nicely taken away by Ryan Fine. Beckett Hendrickson. Up for Ryan Fine. Fine takes it deep into Czechia territory, trying to ward off the check of Dominik Badinka. Back comes Czechia. Pospisil in a battle with Paul Fisher along the boards. Gabe Perreault just on. Catches his man. Coming in is Will Smith. Got the shot. And a fine stop by Dybel on Will Smith. Will Smith seems to get one or two different breakaways every game. Now Smith over the line. Leonard out in front. And the redirect by Perro, and a great stop by Dybel. And Dybel's putting on a show here in the first period. Czechia called on the icing. You can see why Adam Dybel comes in, at least for his club team in Czechia, 1.92 goals against average and a .946 save percentage. Currently ranked C by Central Scouting. That ranking's going to go up if he keeps playing like this. Drop it to the right of Dybel. Oliver Moore on the draw. Moore with Vogt and Nelson up front for Team USA. Scholes and Manetian on D. Moore won the draw cleanly in the Chechian end. Shot by Nelson. A good block by Peter Pavelik. And the puck back out center ice. Vogt brings it back, left wing in tight. Left point, Scholes lost the handle on it. Manetian trying to keep it rolling, does. Aaron Manetian in a scoreless game. Looking for skating room, cuts across the green to the right. Manetian at the half wall. Danny Nelson helping out. USA on that puck well here in the first period. And it's Moore recovering in neutral territory. Oliver Moore left wing and over the line. Being watched on the play. And the puck out center ice. Now Manetti in front of the Czechia bench, dumps it deep into the Chechian zone. Puck back in the USA end for Brady Cleveland. Trying to work off the check of Jaromir Perez. Puck behind the net, winding it up Weirmeer. Lost it at the blue line, Kosi put it back behind the net. Good hard forecheck Perez for Czechia. Back on the right point, Swoboda. Working around on the left point. Back to Swoboda. Doesn't shoot. Has a man checking him. Danny Nelson. First good opportunity for Czechia. Right wing in tight now. Swoboda shot. Blocked it. The defense did not get through. That might have been Will Vogt on the block. Back comes Dominic Badinka. Severe angle shot. Did not get to the net. Swoboda hustles over left point. Put it back behind the net. It goes to the near side. No score. Near the halfway point of the period. Slaggert over the line. Wired a shot on goal, and Dybel got a piece of that. Janvaria on the Czechia side of center. Played it wide of Dybel. Played up the boards, held in left point. Fisher shot off a stick, deflects right side. Guzzo went for the hit. And a shot, Weirmeer, top of the right circle. Glove by Dybel. He'll hold it and get a face-off. So the play whistle dead. Ice is tilted in USA's favor. But Adam Dybel playing well in goal for Czechia. USA out fine. Henriksen and Slaggert up front. Fisher on 1 point. Beckett Henriksen heading to the hash marks, cuts across the green to the right. Henriksen for Serrato, behind the net. Fine to the left point, Fisher. Back behind the net for Fine. Serrato using the net as a screen. Fine right wing to the half wall. Serrato, pass between his legs, hit traffic, did not get through. Fisher, though, good job holding it left point. Ryan Fine, left wing to the half wall. Heading to the net, now Beckett Hendrickson. Fed it out in front, nobody home, but a Chechian player. Right wing Pospisil over the USA line, met by Fisher. Fisher took the puck away just enough. Ryan Fine, late in his shift. Gaining the Chechian line, lost a handle on it. And we're going to get a penalty on the play. This could be Czechia. As soon as they touched up, the whistle blew, which signifies a penalty. While they sort it out, we've got a timeout on the ice surface. It's going to be a Chechian penalty. It comes at 10:39. Going to be a trip. And this is going to be number 11, Matthias Vana. Meanwhile, we thank our sponsors. Community Financial Credit Union, Coors Light, Dave & Buster's in Livonia, Dick's Sporting Goods, Fairfield by Marriott, Farmers Insurance with Mylene Plisco. We thank First Merchants Bank, GVN Performance. I met a guy by the name of Jerry after the first game. Longtime person who's been coming to our games with other teams, and he came to the afternoon game, the game against Switzerland and Finland. Said he really enjoyed it. He'll be back. I think you should try this international hockey out too. USA on a power play in a scoreless game. Perot won the draw. Bulliam left point. Right point, the shot did not get through. The shot for Smith. Smith right wing. Missed Perot in the left circle. Gave Perot. High slot, Bulliam. Back to Perot. To the bumper position. Backhand shot, Leonard. Blocked out in front. Leonard, left point, Bulliam. Will Smith lets it settle down. He'll take it into the half wall in a scoreless game. USA on a power play. Smith, right wing, stutter step. Takes it wide. Jammed it left side. And the seam pass and the shot for Leonard went wide. Bulliam right back, and Leonard asked for the puck. Ryan Leonard in deep, Perot. Behind the net, shrugs off a check. Rattle it off of Leonard. Picks it up on the right side. Bulliam, midpoint of the line. Left wing, Will Smith. Traffic out in front of the Czechian goal. No score. Here's Perot moving in. Tried to feed it out in front. A good block by Kubicek. Back comes Czechia. Right wing and over the line. Adamika's shot was blocked, did not get through. 50 seconds left in the Czechian penalty to Matthias Vanya. No score. See the time remaining in the period, 8 minutes exactly. Smith winding it up, taking his time. USA getting changes on the peak on the power play. Oliver Moore, man with speed. Lost the handle on it at the half wall. Nelson kept it rolling briefly, but now it skips out center ice. Ryan Fine on it, dropping it for Oliver Moore. Right wing and over the line, and it's offside, USA at the Czechian line. Play whistle dead, 7:38 remaining in the period, 17 seconds left in the USA power play. Hey, if you're new to international competition, you might be saying, who is this Czechia? Well, they used to be called the Czech Republic. They prefer Czechia now. Hence the different name. Whether it's the Czech Republic or Czechia, a lot of fine players have come out of that country. That is for sure. Manetian, he's from New Jersey, not Czechia. He'll wind it up as we get back to full strength. Aaron Manetian, almost worked by his man. Rosak took it away, dumps it the length of the ice. Czechia called on the icing. USA's outshot Czechia 8-1 to this point in the game. No score. USA will play Finland tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Thursday they get a day off. Friday they'll play Switzerland. Saturday, Sweden. Drop it to the left of Adam Deibel. Puck laying a dot, Weirmeer battling with his man. That was Roddick. Puck behind the net. USA will wind it up. Fortescue working his way to center. Rings it hard around the boards in Czechia territory. We're going to get a Czech penalty, or Czechian penalty. Too many men on the ice is going to be the call. So USA will go back to work with the man advantage. They're calling it too many men on the ice. Referee O'Rourke, that signal with circling with your finger is too many men on the ice. Good look at Trey Augustine, Michigan State commit. And the man serving the penalty, Maxim Vahoski. So USA on their second power play. No score. Looks like Peril and Fortescue will work on the points for USA. Smith, Leonard, and a vote up front. Czechia wins the draw. They'll play at the length of the ice. Augustine out around the left boards. for Gabe Perot. Dropping it for Zia Bulliam. Bulliam to neutral territory. Smith carries it over the Chechian line. So it's Bulliam working 1 point, not Fortescue. Vogt and Smith collided. Saved by Bulliam at the left point. USA on a power play, a scoreless game. Bulliam to Smith, took the shot, blocked out in front. Perro in deep, severe angle shot, and it went off Dybel and went on top of the mesh. And Adam Dybel, you see the Chechian goaltender, number 2, the hardest working man in the building here in the first period. It's going to be Perro. He's going to wire it off Dybel way deep in his net. And it lands on the mesh. Now, Torrey, I know you're doing 8 million different things. That would be a good overhead shot with that puck landing on the mesh. Bulliam at the left point, right point for Smith. Midpoint of the line, Zia Bulliam in a scoreless game. Smith on the USA power play. Takes a look, finds Leonard. Leonard spreads it out. High slot for Will Smith. Left dot Perro. His shot blocked. Perro trying to play it in deep for Vogt. Bulliam holding it left point. Right point for Smith. 50 seconds left in the USA power play. Perro fakes. Bulliam a shot. Blocked by Holinka. USA holding it. Midpoint of the line, Bulliam. Perro left wing. Takes it wide. Holds it up. Bulliam again. Will Smith for Perro. Perot cross. Taken away. And cleared by Pospisil. Back into USA territory. Will Smith back to get it. 20 seconds left in the USA man advantage. A little bit more than 5 minutes left in the first frame. Oliver Moore tries it with Brnovic on his left. Moore put it to the corner. Brnovic trying to get there. Played around the boards by Kubicek. Held in right point, Danny Nelson. Teams are back at full strength. Czechia has killed off 2 straight power plays of USA. And we remain scoreless at USA Hockey Arena. Nelson, neutral territory. Left wing for Moore, digging towards the puck, towards the Chechian blue ice. Kubicek around on the boards, and here comes Czechia. Wide left wing and over the line. Shot right on goal, a stop for Augustine. Good line rush by Czechia. And the shot, take another look at it. I believe that was Wojtek Radek on the shot, and it was. Numbers hard to tell. Sometimes the boys have their jerseys tucked inside their equipment. Drop it to the right of Augustine. Shots favor USA 10-2. We have 4:27 left in the period, no score. Puck possession favors USA in the first period. That is fair to say. Race for the puck. Guzzo got there first against his man. And the puck taken away. That was Dennis Swoboda. Puck behind the USA net, Cleveland. Loose pass around on the boards. Sabi took it away. Sabi took the shot right on goal, and the stop made for Trey Augustine. So the play whistle dead. No score. 3:56 left in the period. Team USA comes out with the Smith-Perro-Leonard combination. Scholes on one defensive spot. Cleveland on the other. Pass ahead. Smith took the pass from Leonard. Cleared out by Czechia. Scholes takes a look around. Brady Cleveland on it. To neutral territory. Cues it back behind the Chechian goal. Back to get it, Rosak. Intercepted by Hendrickson. Brnovic to the high slot. Spin move by Manetian. Takes it back behind the net, hit by Rosak. USA trying to keep it in the offensive zone. Cleaning it up, Lucas Hess for Czechia. 3:10 left in the period, no score. Rosak up the middle, went off a Czechian stick. Puck back to the line. Brnovic tied up on the play. And the puck back into the USA end. Manetian trying to beat his man to it. Samuel Fiala. In behind the net, Stancil. Being checked on the play by Serrato. Here's Serrato to center on a change, dumping it deep into the Czechian zone. Back to get it, Kosi. Beat the forecheck of Team USA, but it stays in the zone. Perro trying to work out in front with a pass, and that just failed to click. There's Will Smith working out in front. Smith, Leonard, and Perro up front for USA with 2:20 left in the period. Fortescue and Janvaria on D. Janvaria for Leonard over the line. Right wing for Smith, lost the handle on it. Perro on the hard forecheck, took it off his man. Jammed it out in front, played away. Ryan Leonard out of the right corner. Spin move to the high slot. Fortescue did not load it up. Left side to Smith. Smith on the perimeter, cuts across the green to the right. Will Smith moving out in front. Jammed it on goal. And Dybel got a piece of that. Smith and the shot. Leonard ripped it off of Dybel. This line starting to dominate. Now the net knocked off the moorings with a $1:38 left in the period. No score, but that is courtesy of Czechian goaltender Adam Dybel. This is Smith, and that's one way to make a stop. Dybel caught that shot from Leonard right in the mask. Shots favor USA 12-3. Moore with Leonard and Vogt up front for Team USA. Scholes and Fisher work on the USA defense. Face-off won by Radek, and it is out of play. Wojtek Radek, I'm sure no relation to E.J. Radek. Different spelling, same pronunciation. E.J. Radek, of course, with the NHL Network. Drop it to the left of Dybel. USA won the draw with Vogt. Moore hustling over, plays it right point to Fisher. That's taken away, and the puck cleared out center ice. Moore back to retrieve, finding Zach Scholes with a $1:20 left in the period. Vogt in front of the Czechian bench, dumps it in behind the net. Hard around the boards. Scholes keeps it alive, left point, put it in deep. Moore hard on the forecheck, left corner, ran in his man. Nelson at the half wall with Oliver Moore. And Czechia does well to play it away with Vana. Puck high in the air with a minute left in the period, no score. Oliver Moore, Danny Nelson up for Oliver Moore. Worked away from the Czech. Right wing and over the line. Sabia shot, just failed to get on goal. It missed the far post by centimeters, and maybe even millimeters. Vogt trying to get there, held in at the point by Rosak. Shot left wing, wide of the net. The shot by Perez. Perez working behind the net, buried on the play, in front of the referee. Oliver Moore working hard with Will Vogt. USA gets it out. 10 seconds left. Left wing and over the line. A shot right on goal by Matthias Vana. And the save made for Trey Augustine. He'll hold it out and get a face-off. Sitting directly to my left, the Finnish coaching staff. And they are watching this game with interest. Team USA plays Finland tomorrow at 7 o'clock. So the Finnish contingent doing a little pre-scout. Drop it to the right of Augustine. USA wins the draw with Weirmeer. Good job by Alex. Shot left wing off of Augustine and into the protective netting with 0.7 seconds left. You wonder here if Czechia might pull the goaltender for the extra attacker. Sure, Dan Mew's going to put out his best face-off man. Going to be Will Smith against Adamic. 0.7 seconds left. Sure, Adamic's going to try to take a shot off the draw. And he did, and he fanned, and USA and Czechia are scoreless, but not uneventful after one. The puck possession, the zone entry, all of that good stuff favored USA. But Adam Dybel, excellent in goal for Czechia. But why not? For his club team back home in Czechia, 1.92 goals against average and .946 save percentage. That's pretty good. So we will see what happens here in the second period. You want to see this tournament in person? You get your tickets by calling 734-453-8400, extension 396. Make sure you say hello to Spencer, say hello to Carl, say hello to Erica. They will take care of all of your ticket needs. Scouts all around the building, and I think upwards of 25 NHL teams here. See the Team USA coming out. The backup goaltender tonight is Carson Musser. The lone USA scratch is Nathan Toby, Michael Chambray. Meet all kinds of good hockey people when you walk around the building. Rutger McGroarty here tonight. First round pick of the Winnipeg Jets. Played here for 2 years with the National Team Development Program, now playing well with the University of Michigan. Always fun to talk with Rutger McGroarty. I enjoyed working with that and for that 2004 group. At the bench here is the 2005 date of birth group for the National Team Development Program. For tournaments purposes, they're known as Team USA. The Team USA in the classic whites go left to right here in the second period. Smith with Perro and Leonard up front for USA. Stancil with Fiala up front for Czechia. Number 14 is Jaromir Perez. Stancil, severe angle, shot left wing, didn't get to the net. Perez back on the right point. Low shot wide of the net. Fiala had his pocket picked by Drew Fortescue. Paul Fisher for Leonard. He'll tip it ahead, race for the puck. Will Smith. Will Smith trying to get there, was dumped on the play. We're going to get a Chechen tripping penalty. USA will go to work for on a power play for the third time tonight. So the time of the call, 35 seconds. Tripping call. It's going to be Jaromir Perez. So USA works on their third power play in a scoreless game. Drop it to the right of Adam Dybel. Oliver Moore on the draw. The USA wins it cleanly. Minetti in left point, top the right circle, fine. Took the shot, scores! Dybel was screened, didn't have a prayer on it. And Ryan Fine with the goal. USA on a power play. That took all of 4 seconds. Ryan Fine the goal, his fourth of the year. Dybel never saw it. USA takes a 1-0 lead. Good things happen when you win the faceoff, and it starts with Oliver Moore. Minetti into Fine, look at the traffic. That was a great screen by Brnovic. Time of the goal, 40 seconds. Another good look at it. Fine the shot, Brnovic the screen. I think it'll be 10 from 17 and 11, but we'll see. 1-0 USA.
Scored by number 10, Ryan Fine. Assisted by number 17, Aaron Minetian, and number 11, Oliver Moore. Team USA power play goal scored by Fine, assisted by Minetian, and more. Goal scored at 40 seconds.
Our PA announcer, Eric Long. Puck deep into Czechia territory. They battle for it there. 1-0 on the goal by Ryan Fine, his 4th of the year. Danny Nelson trying to keep it alive at the wall. Czechia bringing it back. Lead pass ahead. Look out, Zabi. Severe angle left swing. Tried to guide it out in front. Excellent back check by Will Vogt. Took it away. Look out, 3-on-2. USA if they hurry. Nelson over the line with Minetian. Nelson a shot left wing. Stopped by Dybel. Minetian trying to play it in deep. That went off a body and pinballs the length of the ice. Czechia called on the icing. So the play brought back into USA territory, into Czechia territory, 1:49 into the period. Drop it to the left. Adam Dybel. Weirmere on the draw. Won it cleanly. Guzzo along the half wall. And it's taken away by Miroslav Holinka. Dumped it back into USA territory. William ducked the forecheck of Kosi. To center, Slaggert. Over the line, just failed to click for Salvatore Guzzo. Guzzo stays with it. Weirmere sweeps it to the right point. Williams stutter steps to the right wing half wall. Weirmere asked for the puck, got the shot, knocked the stick out of the hands of Lucas Hess. One way to block a shot, and Hess did that. In tight, Guzzo trying to play it, taken away by Dybel. Cleveland, left wing, a seam pass, and the shot by Bulliam right on goal from the right circle. And a save for Dybel. Hold it and get a face-off. One 0 USA on the goal by Ryan Fine. Another look at good USA puck movement. And Dybel, the difference in this hockey game right now. Drop it to the left, Adam Dybel. Fine out with Serrato and Bernovic up front. Jean Varia and Paul Fisher work on the USA defense. Puck along the half wall. Bernovic for Serrato out in front for Fine, had a stick lifted and the puck out center ice. Paul Fisher back at his own line, lost the handle on it. Pavlik coming right out in front, ripped it high over top of the USA net and out of play. Czechia sitting on 4 shots so far through nearly 23 minutes of this hockey game. USA up 1-0 on the goal by Ryan Fine. Drop it to the left of Augustine. Watch Augustine, the body language very, very quiet. Smith lost the draw to Radek. Badinka holding it at the point. Perreault brings it back. Bouncing on Will Smith, checked by Dominic Badinka. Smith almost worked by Dominic Badinka. The hash marks. Dominic recovered just in time. On the forecheck, Daniel Badinka. That's taken away, and the puck back to Svoboda for Czechia at their own line. 1-0 USA. Jean Varia being watched by Daniel Badinka. Dropping it for Paul Fisher. Fisher backhands it up the wall, onside Smith. To the right dot, moving in. Just failed to click at the left hash mark for Perreault. Held in, top the right circle, Fisher. Left wing, Perreault. Shoveled it on goal. And Dybel makes the stop, and he'll hold on to the loose puck at his right post and get the face-off. All you can do is keep pressuring. This is Fisher holding it. Perreault left wing, jammed it on goal. Dybel, tracking that puck, is able to land on it. Good overhead shot. I love this shot. And you can see Dybel doing some good work. Drop it to the right of Adam Dybel in goal for Czechia. Serrato on the draw for USA. Puck goes to the half wall. Czechia brings it out to center. Stancil Rattled off of Fiala. Fiala chasing it in behind the USA net. Picked up by Fortescue. Minetian with Fortescue on the USA defense. Serrato with Bernovic. And Fine up front. Fine with the only goal of the game. Pass picked off in the high slot by Bernovic. Left wing digging hard, Serrato. Jammed it right out in front, and Bernovic got the shot. Fine stop, Dybel. Stopped the rebound as well by Serrato. And it deflects out of play and into the netting. Longer it stays 1-0, the better it is for Czechia. This is a good line rush by USA and Bernovic and Serrato. And they hook up well there. And Bernovic got the shot. This is going to come right into your, wherever you have your computer. And Dybel, the difference in this hockey game right now. Moore with Nelson and Vogt up front for Team USA. Moore won the draw. Nelson has a big shot, was checked by Kosi. We're going to get a USA penalty. Delayed call coming. Moore touches up at the hash marks. And the penalty to USA, it comes at 4:25. Questioning Danny Nelson. But he'll go off. Again, time of the call, 4:25. For Nelson, it's just his 4th PIM of the year. Look on one of the other tables down there. Sorry about that. Czechia on a power play, trailing 1-0. Stancil plays it to the right point, has it again. Stancil, right point, now left point. Zabi moving in, plays it in deep. Zabi trying to keep it rolling, or Vana keeping it rolling. Zabi picked off on the play. Weirmeer to center. Zabi intercepts. Zabi back to the high slot, called on the offside. So the play whistle dead. Take another look. Zabi coming in, and it is offside. Excuse me, Tori, I'm going to help out somebody up here. Here, I wrote it down for you. Sorry about that, Tori, but here we are. Czechia on a power play for another $1.15. Puck to the high slot. Holding it, Hess. Moving in deep. Hess, right point. Move it to Rochek. Hess, right wing on the perimeter. Seam pass was blocked. Knocked down by Halinka. Halinka holding it left point. Left wing. Halinka again at the half wall. Back behind the net. Round on the right side, Hess. Kochek. Blocked by Leonard. Leonard runs in his man. Hess. USA on breakaway with Moore. Moore coming in shorthanded. Scores! 2-0. Oliver Moore. Set up by Leonard. That was the good hard work of Ryan Leonard. If you back that up to the USA line, USA zone, that's where the play started. Moore finishes it off with his speed. Excellent replay. You can see Leonard finding Moore. Moore beating everybody down the ice, and he goes top shelf. Excellent work, Leonard and Moore. We want more from Oliver. That should be more from Leonard, 11 from 9. Shorthanded goal at 5:50. 2-0 USA.
Scored by number 11, Oliver Moore.
Radek goes deep.
number 9, Ryan Leonard. Team USA short-handed goal scored by Moore, assisted by Leonard. Goal scored at 5:50.
2-0 USA. Kosi up the left side to Pavlik. He'll play it into the USA end. Fortescue, first man there. Bounces it off the boards and out to neutral territory. Kosi back for Czechia. Playing it deep into the USA end. Back behind the net. We get back to full strength. Kosi left point a shot. Right on goal, stopped by Augustine. Allowed a bit of a rebound. That's unusual for him, but Guzzo has it. Right wing, Danny Nelson. Shrugged off the check of the Chechen defender. But he is checked in turn by Svoboda. Dennis Svoboda up the right side. Vahovsky trying to get it out, does, with the help of Pavlik. Puck back into the USA end. Hard around the boards. Picked up by Beckett Hendrickson. Perro, left wing over the line, Jamboree. Checked along the half wall by Perez. Right wing and over the line, Stancil. Lost the handle on it. USA on that puck with Will Smith. He'll wind it up in a 2-0 USA lead. Smith worked by one man, worked by two men. Takes it behind the net to the right side. Smith back on the right point, Bulliam. Bulliam takes it to the right dot, heads to the slot. Got the shot. Good stop by Dybel. Holds on to the rebound. So the play whistle dead. The Shovelers coming out 7:33 into the second period. Pete Krepsky calling a game, giving passwords out to everybody. Just a busy time. Meanwhile, we'd like to thank the following sponsors: Highland Landscaping and Snow Removal, Hines Park Ford, Hines Park Lincoln, Holiday Inn Express in Plymouth, Humana Health Insurance, Ivy Rehabilitation of Plymouth, Northville Cosmetic, with dentist Dr. Jeff Jagab. 2-0 USA. Both goals here in the second period. Both, you could say they specialized to the 2-0 lead. A power play goal for Ryan Fine. And his fourth of the year at 40 seconds. Oliver Moore on a short-handed goal. His seventh of the year at 5:50. Shots favor USA 17-5 now. Drop it to the left of Adam Dybel. Fine out with Bernovic and Serrato up front for USA. Fine won the draw. Goes behind the Chechian net. Vana there for Czechia. Stretch pass up the middle. Adamic touched it on his side of center. So that's a Chechian icing. Bring it back into Chechian territory. Get our first look at Sweden tomorrow. Sweden playing Switzerland at 3:30 tomorrow. Finland taking on USA at 7. Fine with Serrato and Bernovic up front. Fine won the draw in the Chechian zone. Bulliam high slot the shot. That was blocked. An excellent block by number 11, Matthias Vana. Vana dumped on the play by Scholes. Scholes has it. The hash marks in his own end. Coughed it up. Deep right wing. This is Sabi. Put it around on the boards. Vana pinches in. Behind the net for Zabi. Using the net as a screen. Put it back on the right point. Shot by Dominic Badinka. Went wide of the net. Lead pass ahead. Almost worked for Serrato. Charlie chases around the Chechian net. Dominic Badinka up the right boards. 2-0 USA. 8:30 into the second period. First period scoreless. USA with goals by Fine and Moore lead 2-0. Both goals here in the second period. Austin Bernovic settles it down. Gains the neutral ice area. Battling with Hess. Plays it ahead. Dominic Badinka knocks it down for Czechia. Hess Could not get it deep into the USA end. Brnovic intercepts. And with USA on a change, Brnovic dumps it deep into Czechian territory. Manetian holds it right point, cuts across the grain to the left, got the shot, fired it wide. Lively Karam right wing and a shot by Danny Nelson, and the save made for Dybel. Held in high slot, Will Vogt, left wing and a shot. Manetian scores! I thought Vogt was going to go high slot and take the shot, but he had a better option with Aaron Manetian. And Manetian from the left circle wristed it home. 3-0 USA. Look at Vogt. Has a lot of options. And Manetian all alone, he rifles it home. 17 from 22 and maybe a second assist. That's a give and go. Manetian started, went to Vogt. Vogt returned the favor back to Aaron Manetian. Time of the goal, 9:22. USA's exploded for 3 here. They lead 3-0. Can't blame Adam Dybel at all, though.
Scored by number 17, Aaron Manetian. Assisted by number 22, Will Vogt. Team USA goal scored by Manetian, assisted by Vogt. Goal scored at 9:22.
3-0 USA for Manetian, his 3rd of the year. Here comes Smith, right wing. Got the shot, scores! And USA's blown this thing open. They lead 4-0. Stretch pass into the zone, and Will Smith, who seems to get 1 or 2 breakaways every game. Major league stretch pass. Smith in great shape. He blew it by Dybel. Is that Perreault on the stretch pass? They've hooked up Smith and Perreault like that before. Will Smith is 12th of the year. Timeout, Czechia. And why not? Time of that goal, 9:51. USA, a pair of goals, 21 seconds apart, extended 2-0 lead, 2-4-0. Again, the goals, Fine is 10th of the year at 40 seconds. Moore shorthanded at 5:50 with his 7th of the year. Manetian at 9:22, his 3rd of the year. And now Smith, his 12th of the year at 9:51. No score after 1. Team USA has blown it open here in the 2nd.
In section 120.
Dybel's going to stay in net. Can't blame him at all. Shots favor USA now, 19-5. USA with Weirmeyer, Henriksen, and Slaggert up front.
By number 2, Will Smith. Assisted by number 24, Drew Fortescue. Team USA goal scored by Smith, assisted by Fortescue. Goal scored at 9:51.
So that was a great stretch pass. Drew Fortescue finding Will Smith. Now a timeout on the ice surface. And perhaps time to acknowledge our sponsors. And we will do that right now. So we thank J-Dog at Junk Removal, the Kiefer Foundation, Kroger Company of Michigan, Long's Mechanical and Plumbing, Midsport, Sports Michigan Medicine. We also thank Michigan Army National Guard, Nankin Hobby, O&W Distributors, and Orange Jewelers, the official jeweler of Team USA. 4-0 USA. They've hit Czechia with a 4 spot here in the 2nd frame. Fine, Moore, Manetian, and Smith doing the damage. Fine with Brnovic. And it looks like Serrato out there, and it is. Janvaria on one defensive spot, Bouillon on the other. Serrato on the Czechian side of center, played it off a stick and out of play. So Team USA, the NTDP U18s, come in at 13-1, 0-1, and you can see why. For this tournament, they're known as Team USA. Tonight, the NTDP U17s play in the World U17 Hockey Challenge in Western Canada. They'll be taking on Canada Black. That team has run the table in that tournament. They've won 4 straight games by a combined score of 25-9. Cole Eiserman, again, we have to say no relation to Steve Eiserman, on fire, leading the tournament with 9 goals. Jamvaria, right wing. Left wing to Boyum, just failed to click out in front for Austin Bernovic. Bernovic takes it high slot. Bernovic a shot through traffic, deflected by Serrato just wide. Back behind his own net, Kosi. Up the boards, intercepted at the half wall by Bernovic. Serrato left corner, back to Bernovic on a give and go, and he fired it wide. Boyum steps up, knocked off the puck by Kosi. Controlled by Bernovic, high slot Boyum. Twisting and turning, Zia Boyum. Right side, Jamvaria, 4-0 USA. Jamvaria walks the line, takes it left side to the backhand. Doesn't load it up, Vogt just on. USA in the middle of changes, controlling it in the Chechian zone. Good pass, Manetian. He'll take it in deep, jammed it on goal, severe angle. Stopped by Dybel. Moving up, Danny Nelson to the left corner. Took it off his man. Czechia having a hard time now. They'll play it back into USA territory. The long change does not help them. Nelson back at his own line. 4-0 USA. Vogt over the line with Oliver Moore. Moore dropped it to Vogt, moves into the circle. Try to pass it across the seam pass. And that did not click for Manetian. Aaron back to get it. Cy Young numbers for Aaron Manetian, 3 goals and 1 assist. In the parlance, that's the Cy Young numbers. Right wing and over the line, Danny Nelson. Round on the left side. Working around left point, Cleveland. Right point, Manetian. Right circle for Oliver Moore. Moore takes a look through traffic. Moving in deep and behind the net. Holds it up at the right goal line. Now to the right circle. Got the shot. Ripped it high and wide. Cleveland, Schultz on a pinch. Behind the net. Danny Nelson battling. Moore took it off his man. That was Dominic Badinka. High slot. Schultz a shot. Right on goal. Kicked away by Dybel. Moore on the rebound. Hard around the boards. Right point, Manetian. Manetian takes a look, but it was taken away by Holinka. Left wing a shot by Pospisil, blockered away by Trey Augustine. He's only faced 2 shots in the period and 5 in the game. 7 minutes left in the period. USA up 4-0. Moving up over the line, Gabe Perreault lost the handle on it. Good defensive play by Will Smith, took it off his man. That was Pavlik. Paul Fisher back in his own end, being hounded on the play by Wojtek Radek. Smith at center. Miss Para with the pass. Moving up, Lucas Ike, taking off the puck. Back comes Leonard, battling with Ike. Ike playing it in the air to center. Fisher battling with Pavlik. Pavlik on a change, dumps it in behind the USA net. Brady Cleveland on it with 6:20 left in the period. USA up 4-0. Cleveland hard around the boards in the Chechian end. Ike lost an edge. Back over the line, right side, Stansel. Took the shot, ripped it wide. Stansel leaving it, and it was Fiala trying to center it from the left goal line. That didn't work. Smith back at center. Leonard ran into his man. Paul Fisher chasing it right wing in the Chechian end. Svoboda takes it away for Czechia. Right side, Dominic Badinga. Badinga over the line. Worked by one man, chases it to the end wall, but he's by himself. Too many white jerseys there. 5:35 left in the period. Alex Weirmeyer has a big shot. Tries to work through traffic. Good takeaway by Svoboda in the Czechian end. Left wing and over the line, Adamic. Put it back behind the net. There for Czechia. Looking to play it. And a shot right on goal. He save made for Trey Augustine. That shot by number 11, Matthias Vanna. The play whistle dead with USA up 4-0. They've outshot Czechia 20-8 in the game. Look at Alex Weirmeyer, the young man from California. They call him Big Al. And he does have a big shot. He's turned into a pretty reliable face-off man in time. Drop it to the left of Trey Augustine. Face-off won by Holinka. Left wing Kosi, a shot through traffic. Not sure it got all the way through. Salvatore Guzzo, right wing at center. Rolling it into Chechen territory, and then he bowled over Kosi. Right wing getting there first, finest shot, severe angle. Dybel got a slight piece of that. Bouncing on Hendrickson, took the shot wide. Now finest shot in tight on the right side. Dybel hung in there, made the stop. Fine lost the stick on the play. Hess to center for Czechia. Left wing and over the line. Shoveling it from center wide of the goal. Miroslav Holinka. Different spelling from the Holinka-Gretzky tournament. Right wing and over the line, Charlie Serrato digging to the net, coming right out in front, got the shot, and a fine stop by Dybel. The play whistled dead with USA up 4-0, 4:14 left in the period. Look at some of the action. This is Charlie Serrato, nothing fancy for Charlie. He's going to dig right to the rack. And Dybel has to make a nice stop. Here we go, another good look at it. Overhead shot is always fun to look at. And Dybel, good work in this game. Off the face-off, Czechia has it. Pavlik put it to the right corner of the USA end. Overskating it, Daniel Badinka. Daniel Badinka and Dominic Badinka are brothers. Daniel 26, Dominic 27. That's their number, not their age. Puck off the boards, knocked down by Ike in neutral territory. And Czechia called on the offside. Pete Krupski's my name. Tori Taylor, our in-house producer. Thanks for tuning in. Drop it outside the USA line. Janvaria up the middle. Clicking to Perro. Perro with Leonard and Smith up front. Janvaria holding it right point in the Chechian end. Smith to the right corner. Battling with Svoboda. Svoboda reversed it up the boards. Here comes Czechia. Stancil over the line. Fiala took the shot and scores. Czechia cuts it to 4-1. This is Fiala, 13 from Stancil. Maybe a second assist. Time of the goal for Czechia, 16:38. Good, successful line rush. Stancil dropped it to the right side, and it was Fiala, the late man, scoring. $13 on the goal. I believe the assists will be 24 and probably 14. But we'll see. 4-1. Manetian deep in his own end. Left it in the corner. Moore back to retrieve. Moore shrugged off the check of Zabi. Rattle it off of Vogt up the middle. Vogt trying to avert the icing, does.
Number 13, Samuel Fiala, assisted by number 22, Wojtek Brodek, and number 24, Jacob Stancil. Team Czechia goal scored by Fiala, assisted by Hradek and Stancil. Goal scored at 16:38.
4-1 now in favor of USA. 2:40 left in the period. Puck to center. Zabi over the line. Adamic put it around on the boards in the USA end. Paul Fisher finding Weirmere. To center. Manetian has skated effectively tonight. Aaron plays it from center behind the Chechian net. And USA and Czechia look to change. Pospisil playing it ahead. Right wing and over the line, Holinka. Holinka left it along the boards and USA back. It went off the skate of Weirmere. Would have been off to the races. Weirmere stays alive, and the shot Guzzo blocked. Good play. Lucas Ike. Holinka up the middle and over the line. Pospisil a shot, and the save made for Trey Augustine. 1:45 left in the period. Heavy hit, Swoboda on Guzzo, gets up slowly. Swoboda over the line. Right side, Dominic Badinka. And the whistle at dead with Guzzo going to the USA bench slowly. Guzzo hit by number 4, Dennis Swoboda. Guzzo's going to go to the dressing room, being attended to by athletic trainer Jason Hodges. Look at the Czechia bench. Can't hit a 3-run homer in hockey, but you can chip away at it. And they, after trailing 4-0, they got a goal to cut it to 4-1. Drop it outside the USA line. Fine wins the draw from Radek. Radek in front of his own bench. Put it in the USA territory. Fortescue battling with Radek. They continue along the half wall. Fortescue out of the scrum. Lost the handle on it. Daniel Badinka dumping it into the USA end. Back to get it, Janvaria. Worked by 2 forecheckers. Minute left in the second period. No score after one. 4-1 USA now as we near the final minute of play and are in the final minute of play of this second period. Stancil right wing over the line. Shot blockered away by Trey Augustine. That shot, believed by Perez. Fine in the right corner. Battling with Swoboda. Kubacek behind the net, had his pocket picked. Manetian pinches in, but it's chopped ahead by Stancil. Left wing, Perez over the line. Toe drag, couldn't get the shot. Staying home in front of him. A good play for Zach Scholes. Scholes over the line, dropping it for Perro, looks for help. Perro to Smith at the hash marks, and that was tapped away by Stancil. Under 10 seconds left in the period. Taken away, Leonard, one final shot went wide. And the second period has been played. No score after one. USA explodes for 4 in the second, lead 4-1 after 2. Shot.
A moment can start a movement, carrying you further than you ever imagined. One ripple can start a wave. Avanti. Forevermark. A diamond is forever.
Available at Orange Jewelers in Northville.
Hey friends, welcome back to USA Hockey Arena. We're getting right into the highlights. You saw Ryan Fine with the first goal. Oliver Moore with the second goal. USA leading 2-0 in the second period. Moore's shorthanded goal is 7th of the year at .550. USA is going to keep it rolling. Here's another look at the Moore shorthanded goal. Top shelf. That's going to be Aaron Manetian hooking up with Will Vogt. Little two-man game. Vogt finding Manetian in the left circle. He scores his 3rd of the year at .922. 29 seconds later, Drew Fortescue finds Will Smith, and he blows it by Adam Dybel for his 12th of the year to make it 4-0. Czechia gets their lone goal. It's going to be the late man Fiala scoring at 16:38, so it's a 4-1 USA lead. We're about ready to start the third period of play. Well, we have a moment. Hello to the U17 coaching staff, no doubt watching before their game at 10 o'clock Eastern time against Canada Black. So we say hello to Nick Ford, Matt Gilroy, James Mullen, the General Brock Bradley, and Dennis McDonald. Hello to all of you. We're underway in the third period. USA and the Classic Whites go right to left. Fisher and Fortescue work on defense. Smith with Perro and Leonard up front. Puck played ahead by Czechia, bouncing it back into USA territory. Fisher in front of the penalty box area to Will Smith. Smith with Perro, battling against their Czechs. That was Perez and Rubacek. Stancil in his own end, being hounded by Will Smith. Put it behind the net for Dominic Badinka. And the puck out neutral territory. Perro over the Chechian line. Smith comes in left wing, out in front and hitting the goalpost, Ryan Leonard. Leonard rang it off the pipe. Leonard for Perro. And the puck taken away. Czechia back in transition. Zabi might have been offside, they didn't call it. Zabi shot wide of the net anyway. Back comes Manetian. He has skated well tonight. Manetian out in front, deflecting it on goal. Will Vogt went over top of the net. Moore with Vogt and Nelson up front. Scholes on one defensive spot, Manetian on the other. Zach Scholes behind his own net, winds it up. Schultz to center ice. Beat his man to the puck, takes it to the right corner. 4-1 USA. Vogt out in front. Scholes and Nelson both got chops at it, and it was played away. Holinka deep in his own end. And it's chopped ahead by Ike and out neutral territory. USA in the middle of changes. They play it back in to Adam Deibel. He's given up 4, but boy, it could be a lot more than 4 if not for Adam Deibel. Weirmer got into his man. Pospisil chasing it in the USA end. Cleaned up. USA back. Weirmer trying to find Nelson late in his shift. Weirmer's pass turned out to be a shot. Now Bulliam a shot. Might have rang off the post. Cleveland left point. Stutter step, good play, Bulliam. Keeps it alive, leaving it there. Shot by Brnovic, knocked the stick out of the hands of the Chechian player, and the save for Adam Deibel. He'll hold it, 2:25 in. USA out with Weirmer, Slaggert, and Brnovic up front. Cleveland on one defensive spot. Cleveland has it. Right point moving in Bulliam to the right corner. Takes it in deep. Puck chopped away. Held in, but taken away in turn by Vanovsky. Brnovic near his own bench area. Cleveland out of the scrum. Brady Cleveland winds it up. Nicknamed the Steamer. Bouncing on Brnovic. Cleveland follows up, dumps it deep into the Chechian end. Carter Slaggert back to retrieve it. Weirmer late in his shift, sealed off on the play. Swoboda plays it to neutral territory. Samuel Fiala by himself against 3 white jerseys, and Janvaria took the puck away. Badinka put it out in front. Stancil, quick backhand. Save made by Augustine. Stancil tried to go to the other side, but that was blocked. Slaggert from the penalty box here wheeled it ahead, and it's taken away. Right wing, Vanna took the shot, blocked it by Fisher. Janvaria up the middle, and it clicks out center ice. And the puck back into the Chechian end. 4-1 USA, 3:40 into the third period. Stancil on the USA side center, put it back behind the net. Janvaria back to retrieve, finds Hendrickson neutral territory. Lead pass ahead, trying to find Fine. He started the scoring back in the first period. And the puck went away from Ryan Fine. Following up, USA has to hold up, and Manetian does well. Manetian's played well tonight. Left wing and over the line, Fine heads to the net, trying to work off of Kubicek. Does. Left point, Fortescue. Right point, Manetian. Takes it again. Fed it across, it goes to Fortescue. Manetian up on the play. Holding on to it, Fortescue, midpoint of the line. Working around right side for Serrato. Serrato centered it out in front, and it was played away from harm's way by Rene Kubicek. 4-1 USA, 4:40 into the third period. Bouncing on Fortescue, goes to the length of the ice. Czechia called on the icing. Czechia off tomorrow. They will play Switzerland on Thursday at 7 o'clock. USA playing tomorrow against Finland, Friday against Switzerland, and the finale Saturday night, 7 o'clock, USA against Sweden. Each team gets a day off. And USA's day off will be Thursday. Tomorrow, USA plays Finland at 7 o'clock. So it's Finland on Wednesday at 7 o'clock, Switzerland on Friday at 7 o'clock for USA, and then Sweden at 7 o'clock on Saturday. Get your tickets by calling 734-453-8400, extension 396. Pass goes to the length of the ice, and Team USA called on the icing. 1 second shy of the 5-minute mark of period number 3. Pete Krupski's my name. I often get asked. My nickname is Krupp or Krupper. Krupper, what's it like working for 2 teams? It's twice the fun, actually. I love it. Drop it to the left of Augustine. Holinka on the draw for Czechia. Will Smith for USA. Good look at it. Is that IIHF with the camera? Good camera work. I don't know. But she is a pro, that is for sure. Deep left wing Hess. Shot or pass blocked by Zach Scholes. Shot left point, saved by Augustine. We're going to get a USA penalty. The original shot, left point, Svoboda. USA will go to the penalty box. Time of the call, 5:16. Hook. See who gets that penalty momentarily. Zia William. Brother Detroit Red Wing draft. Meanwhile, we thank our sponsors. Perfect Fit Realty, Pure Hockey, Ram Construction, Tammy Brown Agency with the Farm Bureau Insurance, Tom Dooley, Preferred Realtors, Trading Desk Ventures. We thank True Hockey, U.S. Air Force 339th Recruiting Squadron, U.S. Army, Great Lakes Recruiting. You want to meet a positive person? Meet Tammy Brown sometime. Holy moly. I think the sun shines wherever Tammy Brown works. She is a positive person. Hello to you, Tammy Brown. Drop it to the right of Augustine. Only faced 9 shots tonight. Weirmere wins the draw defensively, but Czechia has it. Dominic Badinka at the right point. Left point, now Badinka again. Moves in, got the shot, stopped by Augustine, stopped the rebound. The shot by Fiala. Janvaria in the corner. Taken away, put to an open wing. Dominic Badinka. Right side Stancil. Badinka midpoint of the line. Left wing Zabi took the shot. Augustine the stop. Rebound cleared by Carter Slaggert at the length of the ice. USA will switch up the PK. Czechia switches up the power play. 6:05 into the period, 1:10 left in the penalty to Zia William. Wide left wing, Radic has an assist on the Czechia goal. Held in Holinka along the half wall. Pospisil trying to make a play. Pride free, and Leonard plays at the length of the ice. Leonard and Moore on the penalty kill. Now they'll go to the bench. USA with Fisher going to the bench, and a full change on the PK for USA. Scholes and Manetian on defense. Vogt and Nelson up front. Vogt dumped along the half wall by Radic. Czechia back, Holinka right wing. Passer shot was blocked by Scholes. Pinballs out center ice. Cleared back in by Kubicek behind the USA net. Scholes there, up the right side. On the penalty kill, USA plays at the length of the ice with Aaron Manetian. Boy, if I'm picking stars, and I'm glad I don't because it's a thankless job, but I like Manetian tonight. Puck deep into the USA end. Battle forward in the corners, we get back to full strength. Played along the half wall. Perro took it off his man, takes the return pass, has it at center. Smith just missed the pass, would have been off to the races. Will Smith behind the net, hit the back of the net with a centering feed. Gabe Perro to the high slot, left point Brady Cleveland. Left wing to Smith and back to Perro. Perro, left circle and the shot by Smith, might have been blocked out in front. Zamvaria, hard shot right circle, stop by Dybel. Dybel's the best player on the ice for Czechia. Smith moving in, and he hit the inside of the post. That's not a goal. That was close though. Cleveland back in his own end. Czechia looks to change. They're dog tired. USA having some fun. Will Smith, left wing at the half wall in the Chechian end. Battling with Vahovsky. Czechia will roll it the length of the ice. Augustine decides to play it. Finds Drew Fortescue. Round on the right side, Jamboree. Rattle it off of Ryan Leonard. Swoboda back at his own line. Now it's played in front of the penalty box area. Maxim Vahovsky. Right side. Played around the net by Dominic Badinka. Back comes Serrato for USA. 8:40 into the period, which has been scoreless, a 4-1 USA lead. Lead pass ahead. We're going to get a penalty to Serrato. He ran into Peter Pavlik. And Czechia on a power play at 8:55. Going to call the rough. Charlie Serrato out of Maryland. Mentioned it before, Vinny Serrato, a talk show host, sports talk show host in Baltimore. One-time general manager of what is now the Washington Commanders. When he was the general manager, they were known as the Redskins. Drop it to the right of Augustine. Weirmeer and Slaggert up front on the USA penalty kill. Weirmeer wins the draw cleanly. Manetian and Fisher work on the USA points. Manetian plays it off the boards, up the right side, through center, and behind the Chechian goal. Dybel around on the left boards for Jakob Stansel. 4-1 USA. We near the halfway point of a scoreless but not uneventful third period. Fiala knocked down by Slaggert as he entered the USA end. Dominic Badinka, left side and a shot deflected wide, never got to Augustine. Puck centered out, in front, cleaned up by Fisher. Dominic Badinka can't keep it alive at the point. It skips all the way down into Czechia territory. USA switches up the penalty killers. Leonard and Moore up front. Cleveland and Scholes on defense. Puck into the USA end. Cleveland plays the carom hard around the boards. Held in by Hess. Right circle a shot, blocked. Did not get through. The shot by Radek. USA back with Zach Scholes. Right wing a shot off the glove of Dybel. Deflects high in the air. Leonard on it, left corner defensively. Put it in behind the net for Oliver Moore. USA killing a penalty, but they have possession of the puck. So that's pretty good defense. If I have the puck and you don't, well, it's hard for you to score. Don't need analytics to tell you that. 9:30 left in the period. 25 seconds left in the penalty to Serrato. Halinka, long shot just inside the blue line. Stopped easily by Trey Augustine. And the Michigan State commit holds it long enough to get a face-off. This is Halinka coming over the line, and a rather easy save. Trey Augustine. Drop it to the left of Augustine. Czechia wins the draw. Move it around left side. Shot did not get through. The shot by Kochi. Battle for it along the wall. Held in by Stansel. Kochi, left point, moves in. Severe angle, now got the shot. Blocked off a USA stick and into the protective netting. Play whistle dead with 9:08 left in the period. 3 seconds left in the penalty to Charlie Serrato. USA out, let's see, they got Slaggert And Weirmeyer will take the draw in his own defensive end. I'd say Oliver Moore and Alex Weirmeyer are the best face-off men for USA. That's just my observation. I don't have stats to prove it. Back at full strength, Dominic Badinka played out left point, skips out left wing at center, and Swoboda put it back into the USA end. We're back at full strength. USA up 4-1. All the scoring in the second period. Weirmeyer cuts across the green to the right. Severe angle, put it to the high slot. And now Janvaria shot. And they score! That went off Dybel. Chechen defender trying to keep it out of the net, but could not do so. It's going to be Kai Janvaria on the goal. USA's opened up a 5-1 lead. This hit Dybel. Weirmeyer sets it up. Dybel caught it, and the Chechen defender trying to hold it out. Might be 26 from 29 and 21. Let's take another look. See, it hits Dybel, and Swoboda can't keep it out of the net. Time of the goal, 11:22. 5-1 USA. Fortescue around on the boards for Janvaria. That's his second of the year.
Scored by number 26, Kai Janvaria. Assisted by number 21, Austin Bernovic. And number 29, Alex Weirmeyer. Team USA goal scored by...
Gonna get a Czechia penalty. Fortescue high slot, got the shot. Touched up by Czechia. And the penalty comes at 11:58. Gonna be a trip. It's gonna be Adam Zabi on the penalty. Meanwhile, we thank our sponsors. We thank group number 6 sponsors, U.S. Foods, Vanessa's Flowers, Volk Corporation, Weingarts, everything from lawn to snow, the Wellness Center of Plymouth, X-Golf of Canton. Great sponsors all. Thank you so much. Going to get a goaltending change for USA. Out of the bullpen, going to be Carson Musser. So, Tori, if you pan to the right, you'll see a goaltending change for USA. Carson Musser in goal. Trey Augustine faced 11 shots, made 10 saves. There you go. Good look at Carson Musser. Musser, the young man from Sherburne, Minnesota. USA on a power play up 5-1. William at the left point. Move it across. Top of the right circle. And now to Bulliam. Right wing. Play it in deep. Smith. Ampero a shot. Fired it wide. And Chechi will play at the length of the ice. Carson Musser puts it on tee for Zia Bulliam. Bulliam, young man from San Diego. Cuts across the green to the left. Takes it in behind the Chechian goal. Put it to the right side. Ryan Leonard to the right corner. Being bothered. Finds Perro to the right dot. Seam pass. Smith ripped it wide from the left side. And it skips out center ice. Bulliam to Smith. Smith doesn't like what he sees. Resets at his own line. Now winds it up. That's taken away. And Dominic Badinka, who skated miles tonight for Czechia, plays at the length of the ice. Bulliam takes a look. 50 seconds left in the penalty to Adam Zabi. Wide right wing, moving in more. One hand on the stick, got the shot. Stopped by Dybel. Rebound played away. And Kochi plays it back to the USA line. Moore brings it back, neutral territory, and into Chechian territory. Danny Nelson giving a hard time, keeps it rolling. Oliver Moore battling with Rochak. Held in, right point, Manetian. Takes the return pass from Oliver Moore. Manetian doesn't shoot. Shooting is USA player Paul Fisher, stopped by Dybel, and he'll hold it long enough to get a face-off. With 6:16 left in the period. Good puck movement by USA here. Fisher, maybe not a lot on the shot. Dybel got a piece of it just enough. Drop it to the left of Adam Dybel in goal for Czechia. Ryan Fine on the draw. Put it to the half wall. Fisher back on the right point. It rattled away from Manetian. Look out, partial breakaway. Coming in and a shot. Musser made the stop. That was a partial breakaway for the Czech player Peter Pavlik. Back comes Nelson. Passer shot blocked. Manetian following up in the right corner with Oliver Moore. Played around on the boards. Pavlik has it for Czechia. Lead pass ahead. Twisting and turning over the USA line. Taking it in behind the net is Adam Zabi as he is done serving his penalty. 5:35 left in the third period. USA up 5-1. 5 different goal scorers tonight for USA. Ryan Fine, Oliver Moore, Aaron Manetian, Will Smith, and Kai Janvaria. Puck behind the net. Cleveland and Scholes battling with their Czechs along with Weirmeer. Held in by Halinka for Czechia. Scholes plays it around to the other side. Czechia trying to get something going. A centering feed for Daniel Bedinka didn't connect. Carter Slaggert ahead of the play. Worked by the linesman. Dropped it or passed it, and it was taken away by Svoboda. Svoboda back for Czechia. Got the shot, fired it wide. Round on the boards. To center and back to the Czechian line. This is Rochak. Rochak in front of his own bench, given a hard time by Carter Slaggert with 4:30 left in the third period. Samuel Fiala has the lone Czechian goal. Perez over the line, right wing, the shot. Might have been deflected, a nice left pad stop by Carson Musser. USA back, Bernovic with Serrato. The late man is Fine. Right wing, the shot was Fortescue, ripped it wide. And the lively Caramount center ice back to retrieve Janvaria. Fine over the line. Serrato at the half wall. Takes it left corner. Looks for a play. Fortescue back on the right point. Janvaria leaving it for Drew Fortescue. Low shot deflected by Fine. From the lower rim of the left circle, out of play. Play whistle dead with 3:55 left in the third period. USA 5, Czechia 1. Good look at Drew Fortescue. We mentioned him earlier in the game from Pearl River, New York. Excellent stretch pass in the second period to spring Will Smith for a clear-cut breakaway. Fortescue doesn't make the pass. Smith doesn't get the breakaway to score. Drop it to the right of Dybel. He's the best Czech player for me. And we'll see who gets voted the top player of the game for Czechia. On the pinch, Bulliam in the Czechian end. Serrato giving chase in the right corner. Puck given to Bulliam. He'll go to Ryan Fine. Fine takes a long look, tried to backhand it ahead. Play stays in the Czechian end, out in front. Beckett Hendrickson just failed to get that shot. Czechia back with 3:20 left. They are offside on the play. So the play whistle dead. USA up 5-1 over Czechia. Again, the NTDP U17s representing Team USA in the World U17 Hockey Challenge being played in Western Canada. They'll be playing the team known as Canada Black at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. USA in that tournament has run the board. They've won 4 straight games by a combined score of 25-9. Cole Eiserman leads the tournament with 9 goals. Smith ahead of the play, has Perra with him, and had a stick lifted. Pretty good defensive play by Lucas Ike. Puck back at the USA line with 2:50 left in the third period. Leonard overskated it, goes to pick it up again. Czechia offside on the play at the USA line. Good look at Ryan Leonard. He has an older brother playing professional hockey. That's John Leonard. Scrum in front of the USA bench. And Czechia offside. John Leonard, Nashville Predator property, played last year a bit with the San Jose Sharks. And right now, John Leonard, I believe, is in Milwaukee of the American Hockey League. Left wing in his own zone. Danny Nelson checked on the play. Back on the left point, the shot did not get through. USA blocking their share of shots. Rocek a shot. That did not get to the net. And Carson Musser. Czechia held to 12 shots in this game. Nelson back onside with Moore. Moore left wing to the corner. Bumping with Adamic. Will Vogt trying to keep it alive. Czechia brings it back with 2 minutes left. Sabi on a change at center. Plays it into USA territory. Jack Scholl's in a hurry. Left wing to center and over the Czechian line. Takes it in deep. Centered out in front. Was blocked. Following up Manetian. Brnovic tips it on goal. Jammed at the left wing side by Weirmeer. Dybel got a piece of 2 shots. And the whistle's going to blow with 98 seconds left in the period. Let's take another look at this. Slaggert working with Brnovic and Weirmeer. I'm not sure what that was all about. Either the replay or the call. Drop it to the right of Dybel. Weirmeer on the draw. Slaggert played it to the goal line. Taken away by Kosi. He'll ring it around the boards the length of the ice. We've got an icing on the play with 1:31 left. Back at it tomorrow. Sweden against Switzerland at 3:30. Our first look at Sweden tomorrow. And then the USA and Finland should be a good one. Weirmeer wins the draw in Czechian territory. Austin Brnovic, right wing to the goal line, scores! Nice move by Brnovic. Severe angle shot. I didn't think he had much of an angle, but Austin Brnovic said, yeah, I had it all the way. Brnovic makes it 6-1. Time of the goal, 18:35. Look at Brnovic. Ward off a defender, and he went inside the far post from his vantage point. Well placed shot, Austin Brnovic. Weirmeer will get the assist. Alex Weirmeer with a couple of assists here in the third period. Brnovic the goal. That's his third of the year. 6-1 USA.
Scored by number 21, Austin Brnovic. Assisted by number 29, Alex Weiermeyer. Team USA goal scored by Brnovic, assisted by Weiermeyer. Goal scored at 18:35.
6-1 USA. Radek, right wing in the USA end with a minute left. Dominic Badinka plays it behind the USA net. Wraparound left wing side by Pavelik, and a good save by Carson Musser. Left point Swoboda. Left wing boards. Pavelik keeps it alive. Right side Verhovsky, and a shot. Pavelik pinged off the end wall. No score after one. 4-1 USA after two. They've added a pair here in the third period. Scouts starting to file out of here. But they filled up their tablets and notebooks with a lot. Brnovic intercepts. 10 seconds left. Fiala, lead pass ahead. Over the line, Perez to the high slot. USA brings it back. Maybe time for one more rush. Moving in Weirmeer. And USA impressive, a 6-1 victory over Czechia. Carson Musser mobbed by